right.
All right. Well, we are here in Cabo 2026 with the legendary Chuck and Angela Fazio.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, no, appreciate your time. I know just such an amazing event with top collaborators, producers. This is where the playbooks are open. At eXp, we talk about collaboration being at the top, competitions at the bottom. And one thing I take away from eXp is just everyone's so willing to give and pour because we want to see each other succeed.
Yeah.
And I want to talk a little bit about yourself, Chuck, because you and Angela were successful broker owners in the Phoenix market, had your own Indy, doing what, 900 deals a year?
Oh, hell,
the billions.
900 agents.
900, correction, 900 agents. Yes, yes, I do remember. Okay, let's rewind. Okay.
That's okay.
All right.
You leave that in there. I like it.
900 agents doing 6,000
doing in the billion in production.
With a B, not M.
With a B. And that was 6 years ago. So probably equates to about 3 billion, 3.5 billion
in our market.
In this market today.
What you look at that and you're like, man, they're doing so many deals. There had to be obviously some amazing things about that, but what were the pain points for someone, for an outsider? Look at that, man, they're doing a lot, making a lot of money, must be good.
You know what? That's a great question, but let's backtrack just a second. You know, one of the things that entrepreneurs strive for in the real estate industry, and walked right in between.
Leave it.
That's all right.
Yeah, we like that. One of the entrepreneurs that strive in the real estate business from the business standpoint is they go from being an agent to going, what's the next steps in the industry?
Right.
Well, being an agent, running a team, and then possibly owning up their own brokerage because they want to keep striving. And that's what we did.
Right.
We said, you know what, if you go these levels, you're going to get to a point where you're going to make the money, you're going to have the independence, you're going to freedom. You know, that's what you strive for from a business. But now leading up to all of a sudden, you start to realize the more you build and the more you grow, the more pain points you take on.
Right.
Absolutely.
And although, yes, our brokerage was one office, it was the largest single office brokerage in the entire country.
Yeah.
Number one. And we were successful, but you know what? We weren't happy.
Yeah.
We weren't happy. And the pain points, she was the designated broker of the whole company. You could tell them, what were the pain points?
It was lawsuits, not a broker. If you're a broker owner, I feel you.
Broker owners out there, this is for you. This is just for you.
Because you're wearing the review paperwork hat and the answer the agent's questions and the training and the onboarding, the offboarding and lawsuits and complaints. And you think we opened our brokerage to help agents is what we opened our brokerage to do. We ended up just spending all of our time in all the activities we didn't
mitigating problems, keeping up with the Joneses. What's next out there that you can give your agents?
Right.
It was a hamster wheel on steroids.
Yeah.
And yes, we were making a lot of money, but we weren't happy.
Yeah.
And for years we just kept saying, but there's nothing else out there. There's nothing else you could do. We're just going to do it and keep grinding through it. And got approached about 8 years ago by eXp. And the concept, although I understand the concept of the way they leverage it is good in a lot of businesses, it just didn't make sense in real estate. And one of the things that they kept selling you on is this leverage piece. And I'm going, you know, it's something that we should at least look at.
Right.
And although we were never offered any money for our brokerage, they said, why don't you come over, help us build? And I knew I was taking on a lot of risks. Because how does the owner of one of the most successful brokerages now hang his license at another company?
So you didn't explain it fully, because at first they just asked you to come leave the brokerage and go help build.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
That's what happened.
When they were a no-name.
Right.
And the concept wasn't really popular.
Proven. Yeah. It wasn't.
But you know what? I love challenges. I love doing things, and we did it. And I started to notice, wow, this new trend, this new company, very innovative, does have a lot of attractive parts to it.
Yeah, he started talking to me about the things that eXp was doing way better than we were doing.
Okay.
How we were very hands-on brokerage.
Right.
But this program and that program and the way that they're keeping up with technology, and all of a sudden we were like, are we really doing the best thing for our agents anymore?
Sure.
Yeah. So fast forward 2 years from that time I moved, and I'm noticing and I'm getting involved and I'm going, okay, I can see this is for real. Some players are going over there. We got to a crossroads, and the crossroads was either we're all in or we're all out.
Right.
And they're like, look, you're too big of a figure out there. We don't want brokerages where the owner just comes over and dabbles and still has his brokerage. And we kind of got the ultimatum of, look, either you're in or you're out.
Right.
And it was really good.
We prayed 6 months on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
We really did. We prayed hard.
You got to understand, it's like I said, we weren't offered not one penny. And our brokerage, we got offered by a couple of big brokerages worth about, at the time, $8-9 million. And they said, look, either you're in or you're out.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're visionaries. We're risk takers.
Yes.
Wasn't an easy decision. And, you know, don't get me wrong. We did our homework.
Right.
And we understood the infrastructure of the company and the leadership at the time. And we said, look, we're all in. It could be financial suicide for us.
Right.
Because once you jump, it's like jumping off a cliff. Either that parachute opens or it doesn't.
Right.
There's no
turning back.
There's no turning back. Yeah.
And you know what? It paid off. It paid off because what this company has was so innovative and so trend-setting at the time. And we were blessed enough to see that vision and got on that momentum. And it's been nothing but life-changing.
Listen, we didn't even know how much stress it would relieve.
Yeah.
How many things it would improve our lives, our agents' lives. It was far better than we expected. Like, we knew it was going to be good, but it was far better than we expected.
And if you're a broker owner, obviously the liability, one of your agents, even if it's accidental, now you're opening yourself up to the vetting and the paperwork and all of that, the tech. How do you keep up with the Joneses? How do you grow if that's what you want to do? You're kind of confined to a region, and
100%.
but also pouring into your agents.
Yes. If you can grow a brokerage, you can grow a huge organization at eXp.
You know, this is what I tell people. The thing that clicked in my mind, that was the life-changing thing, because it's such an innovative brokerage. We're so, and even broker owners today, we're so ingrained with the traditional way things change. And you know, just like we were listening today, the people who survive are the people who adapt, not the smartest people. And you always have to adapt. And one of the things that clicked in my mind, that was the big switch, is when I said, look, I'm not moving my license to another brokerage.
Right.
What I'm doing is I'm taking the company and my business and I'm building it on their platform.
That's right.
That is the biggest difference that most broker owners just do not get. You're not relinquishing control.
Right.
You're just leveraging their platform. And I even go as far as say, don't look at them as a real estate company, although they are.
Right.
But looking at them as a tech platform now to build all over the country, all over the world for that matter, leveraging other people and leveraging who they are.
We saw our agents double.
Yeah, tell us about your agents. Yep.
Agents double and triple their income. And I will tell you the greatest thing as broker owners, if you're listening to this, you would like this. We wake up, eXp has this new technology, or they have this new training program, and we look at each other, we're like, that is awesome, and we didn't have to come up with it.
We didn't have to come up with it.
Plug them in.
Amazing.
Plug them into FastCap. Plug them into all these platforms that we have, and obviously you guys are there for them, but it's like this facilitates it.
I'll tell you what you said in the beginning about a sharing, collaborative environment. I tried for the 15 years that I didn't try the whole 15 years. I kind of gave up after the first 10, getting other broker owners to come and collaborate with me. I couldn't get one of them.
You won't. Your competition.
One of them. Here, every single person that I've met, I'm sure there's some tight-fisted people, but every single person I've met, they are an open book.
Yeah.
Let me tell you everything that I have. Why? Because if you're successful,
we're successful.
We grow together.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We grow together.
Yes.
And if you're a broker owner, you're on an island. Who, literally, figuratively, who are you collaborating with? Who's pouring into you? Like you said, everyone's your competition.
We have to go outside of real estate to find that.
Unless you're at eXp, where everyone wants to see everybody succeed.
Yeah, it's truly an amazing concept. Now I get people, let's fast forward, and people go, all right, Chuck, well, you got in at the beginning.
Right.
And there's a horrible thought process that people have. And I know there's other companies out there that did it. And people get enamored by, we're the next shiny object. And they actually even leverage my name. It's kind of fun. You want to be the next Chuck? We just started this company. Come in now on the ground floor.
Right.
Well, let me tell you, it has nothing to do with timing. Has nothing to do with getting getting in on the ground floor. Although, yes, eXp was the trendsetter, and there will be no more trendsetters. So there's no more ground floor in this concept.
Correct.
But what I say, because I know the real estate industry,
because you cannot replicate something that's already there.
That's already
with respect to ground floor.
You know what it's like? Here's what I say: the similarities. It's like Amazon. Amazon was the trendsetter into online buying and selling.
Correct.
Everybody does it now, but they'll never be an Amazon.
Correct.
They could never do. Look, they could be hugely successful, but they will never be Amazon.
Correct.
Amazon's Amazon. They did it.
Right.
So what I tell people, knowing the real estate industry, number one is there's over 1 million licensed real estate agents just in the United States. 1 million. And it's a constant wheel of people getting out, people coming in. So there's no such thing as, well, you got in at the right time and everything's stagnant.
Right.
No, it's constantly evolving. So if you think about it, we have about 90,000 agents out of 1 million. And we have so many multi-millionaires right now at this company. You could get in today and in 8 years, or not 8 years, in a couple of years, already pulling in millions.
Got to put in the work. Nothing's given. Nothing's given. Nothing's given.
The other piece that I will tell you is, now being at the company, is this company does not stay still. They're always evolving.
I'm proud of what they accomplish all the time.
Our CEO, Leo Perea, will be here.
Yes, a phenomenal leader. And I get the privilege of being in the leadership groups, so I get to see what they're doing, what's coming down the line. And I am going to tell you, I'm amazed.
It is.
If you are a broker owner out there, or a large team, I'm going to tell you, stop. This is real. eXp's real. The tools and systems, they will get you out of the rat race and help you leverage building your team or the brokerage or whatever you want.
Whether you're a solo indie or you have 900 agents or somewhere in between. When we talk about collaboration, like, call me out here, but like just 20 minutes ago, we were in the hall. I was like, hey, Chuck, would you be happy to do this conversation? We just dropped everything 100%. And we're shooting now. 20 minutes later, that speaks to the collaboration that we have. People want to pour into each other. So that speaks volumes of you guys especially, and I know you're out there leading from the front. I was going to say, any final thoughts for that broker owner, that team leader out there that's maybe they're completely closed off. Maybe they've heard about eXp. I always tell people, say yes to the meeting until you have a compelling reason to say no, right? No smart business person says no unless they know exactly what they're saying no to, right? Take it from these two rock stars.
And what I will say, to leave it off at that, is yes, there are a lot of models out there that are now similar to eXp. But what I will tell you, going with a company that's already established in that field, in that realm, with a foundation and already 10 steps ahead of each one of them. Why would you build your business on a platform that is not proven like eXp? Not saying you can't be successful anywhere else, but I'm going to tell you, eXp is still the place. It is the place to build. It is the place that you're around like-minded big thinkers. We have huge players at this company. And I always say, as iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens another. And when you're around bigger thinkers and bigger places, like you said, you came, you got me. You know why? Because I want to pour into you, because we're going to win together.
Right. Absolutely. Folks out there, if you're seeing this on my social media platforms, reach back to me with any questions, concerns. We can get you to Chuck and I. We can have a conversation. If somebody has forwarded you this recording, go back to that person and say, hey, tell me more. Come with an open mind. We'll be happy to answer any questions. Invest in you, but you owe it to yourself to at least be curious about why so many successful people are picking eXp.
This is my partner. You reach out to him, you get me. So
yes, sir.
Love it.
Appreciate it, Chuck. Angela, God bless you guys.
God bless you.
Enjoy the rest of the combo. We'll see you around.